Somebody once said that memory is a poet, not a historian. That's why, to live, we often have to resort to what we feel and not the facts. Else, we will neither forgive the world or ourselves. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you are listening to Uncut Poetry. Tenderness. I fell in love with you again in the soft foothills of this evening. I sat on the steps, my third cigarette, still a wide-eyed wonder for my blood, savoring the marmalade of the last ray, when you came down from behind me and went by, your fingertips brushing, lingering, fleeting on my shoulder. And I knew what Beethoven did to the pianoforte. And the silence of the evening was music itself, as you went without a glance back, but knowing, as you always did, that we would both find love again when our pain found refuge in the tenderest part of the day. The ebb and flow of feelings is the subcutaneous world of love. We are an amalgam of expectations, ego and confusion, and love for us is as much about the blood which begins to flow rapidly inside our bodies as it is about the blood which we give to our relationships. However much we may wax about the selflessness of love, the heart craves for balance. Whilst the first flush of love is about giving, the second flush wants to fill empty spaces inside oneself. And that's when we need recalibration. That's when we need to realize that life or love cannot be a continuous test or a balancing act. Tenderness defines love, not touchiness. This is Sunil Bhandari, and you were listening to Uncut Poetry. And there is some great news. Uncut Poetry is launching another podcast called Red River Sessions with Red River Publishing House. It's a podcast which features poets and the poetry about their inspiration and what poetry means to them. Get it on Spotify. Search for Uncut Poetry presents Red River Sessions. Did you enjoy what you heard? Talk about it, share it with someone you love, and follow Uncut Poetry on Spotify, iTunes, Gaana, JioSaavn, or anywhere you get your podcasts from. See you next week.